Thank you, Bruce. Well, we are here joined with a special guest, the Executive Director of St. Joseph Sports Commission, Brett Esely. And Brett, we're going to talk about the Bill Snyder Classic coming up. Take us through the process of how you finally got it to go and work.
Yeah, so this has been an exciting, really 19 months in the making, considering we've been working on this game since February of 2022, and we're excited to bring it to life this Saturday. This is Division I college basketball here in St. Joseph, Missouri. That's big time in itself, not to mention the two teams that are playing. You've got the number 13 team in the country in Kansas State, and you've got the state school, Mizzou, who is also off to a good start this season. So a ton of fans in this area, a ton of alums in this area. Can't miss events Saturday night at Civic Arena.
Yeah, it's going to be great. And can you tell the people that how they can get tickets and where it's going to be, what time and everything?
Absolutely. So again, games at Civic Arena. We'll tip at 5 o'clock. So good time to tip. Not a night game, kind of a twilight game. So you can come downtown and shop and eat before the game. You can shop and eat after the game. But get your tickets online at stjomosports.com. That's stjomosports.com. Ticket sales have been good. We still have tickets available, but I would tell you this. I would not wait till Saturday to buy your tickets at the arena. I would get them now. We're at about 75% capacity, but we still have some good seats left. There's 3,500 seats in Civic Arena. There's not a bad seat in the house, and you'll want to, if you love basketball at all, you're going to want to be there for this historic occasion.
Yeah, it sounds like a great event. Make sure you guys go get tickets. And also, just take us through the background. And we talked before, it took months to get this handled. What was that feeling when you finally got it punched?
Well, and so, all concepts come together with, got to have relationships, got to have ties. I think most people that know anything about Kansas State understand that Jeff Mittie, their head coach, is a Missouri Western alum. He's won over 600 games, and so that's kind of the tie from the K-State end. But games like this just don't happen overnight. In fact, if you want to put a timeline on it, it literally took us over a year to get all sides on board, and then it's helping make the experience and bring it to life. And I'm a fan too. I've followed both of these teams for a long, long time, and just to think again that these two national brands, Power 5 conferences, are playing a real game in St. Joe. I've had people say, is this an exhibition game? No, this is a real game in St. Joseph, is fascinating to me. And again, I think there's an opportunity, hopefully down the road, to make this more than a one-time thing. But again, you can't have an annual without an inaugural, and look forward to an awesome, memorable environment on Saturday evening.
Yeah, it's going to be the first time on Saturday a women's Division I basketball game will be held in the Bill Snyder Classic Civic Arena in St. Joseph. And being a St. Joseph resident, you grew up here, you still live here, you were able to get this done, and now putting the Bill Snyder name on it. What does that mean to you?
Absolutely. Well, we've got a lot of famous folks that were born here, lived here, still lived here, made their history here, and Coach Snyder is definitely near the top of that list. And to think about his significance, not only in college football, but just across sports, not only in this country, but all over the world. And I think Coach still comes back to our community a lot, allowed us to put his name on this game. We expect him in attendance on Saturday. And I think those accomplishments can never be celebrated enough. And Coach is such a humble man. Remembers where he came from, tries to get back here and engage in St. Joseph whenever he can. And so that was just an obvious fit and tie to call this name the Bill Snyder Classic, if he would let us. And he was nice to let us do so. And now we look forward to creating, hopefully, what will become more than just a one-time thing.
Yeah, and was he part of the inspiration and even coming up with the idea?
Well, again, Coach was inducted into our inaugural Area Sports Hall of Fame in 2021. And so I think anytime you have folks, and we've had all of our inductees have been wonderful to work with and have great, great pasts. But in working with Coach on how can we continue to engage him here, this idea of Division I women's college basketball came to light. I visited with Coach about it and his interests, and he was on board with it right away. And so obviously his interests were furthered by the fact Kansas State's playing in the game, as it should be. And so that's how it works. It works with ties, it works with relationships, it works with interests, and we look forward to seeing that come into fruition on Saturday evening.
It's going to be very exciting. And one last thought, 13 Kansas State, unranked Mizzou. Who you got?
Well, I'll tell you what, I don't know that I want to make any predictions. I would say this, Kansas State's got an All-American on their team in Ioka Lee. They also have a really good guard in Serena Sundell, who's a graduate of Maryville High School, just 45 minutes up the road from here, and I know she'll have a huge following as well. But a big non-con game for Mizzou, too, as both of these teams get ready for non-conference play. And so I don't know that I want to make a prediction. I'd just love to see the game come down to the final minute and maybe see a buzzer beater. I think that would put the icing on the cake.
Buzzer beater, packed arena, Civic Arena. Can you picture it?
I absolutely can. The arena is a great place for sporting events, and we'll see another one on Saturday.
We're looking forward to it. Thank you so much for waking up with us this morning, Brett.